talk about this one. This weapon automation system. Now, if you are really confused on how this works, well, now I'm here now. So yeah, let's just get some here. Now, how do I use this part first? We will talk about this later. Now, there are like two modes on this one. Red, it will not obey what is on the what you write, anything right here. It will not obey. It's not active. Green mode, of course, it will now obey what is said in the text or stats. Well, let's say I want weapon 1 to fire after weapon 3, so it will proc like this, so it will guarantee that my weapon will guarantee to hit not 100% precision, let's say 10 seconds after weapon 3. Now this weapon 1 will now fire when weapon 3 is fired, right? That's how simple it is. Now there's this orange mode. I mean yellow. Yeah, I'm not colorblind. That's yellow-ish. Now, what does this mean is that when weapon 3 is full, like this, it's on green mode. Weapon uh, weapon 1 will fire after weapon 3 is fully charged. Basically, this will first fire, then this, just like that. But what if I want to like fire this weapon? I want to fire this weapon, then this one will fire also. But I want this to be fully charged first because well, let's say this has like 20-second or 18-second CDR, something like that. We'll do like this. Okay, so weapon 1, it's right there. So after weapon 1 is fully charged, fire this weapon, and then weapon 3. Now you will fire after weapon 3 is fired, and also weapon 3 will fire if only weapon 1 is fired. Okay. Now for the auto target. Mostly you want to set this stuff at the start, because if you don't, your weapons will not fire. You'll have a bad time at the start because you just didn't set this one. Now if you want to target weapons, of course, there's weapons, shields, engines, pilot system, which is this armory and specialist system. So what does it do if I target those? If you target the weapons, these weapons, the cooldowns of your weapon, of their weapons, rather, will increase. So the damage per second of their ship will be really lower. Well, not significant, but if it's all cleared, like all damage, it will really affect the ship. Now for shields, of course, if you target the shields instead, they will have a hard time to block your attacks because they don't have shields to. It will lower the charge. It will lower shield layers amount. Like let's say they have like 4 and they can block 4, then you damage the system. They can only now have like 2 shields because the other 2 was damaged, kind of that stuff. Now, engines. You don't want like to target engines really. If you don't have If you have missiles, you want to target this. If your missile is like your main DPS weapon, because they will dodge it. But mainly, you want to target the engines if you have a laser weapon, so it will always like hit and will support the missile weapon. That is. Now for pilot system, well, mostly it's just shoot, charge, and burst speed by 10. Not a big deal, but it's really huge when they have really high shields. You want to also target this, so they don't really have a shield to protect them at all costs. For, well, what's this? Armory, which is increases repair speed. No, ignore that. Increase repair speed pair level. No. If you damage this or target this, they will have a hard time like, to repair the damage. Not significant, but it will lower the repair speed. So I always like put this like let's say weapon tree on this because it will lower the repair speed of their ship. Not significant, but if you damage all of this tree, because you can only have 3 maximum, you'll have a hard time also repairing this and the others that are damaged. That's how good it is. Now, if you want to target specialist system, in the early game, it's not necessary. Like most enemies will not have charge for this. They won't have charge for that, so it's not really necessary to do so. Let's say so. Let's put this on combat first. We don't have. We do have like a missile. So where's the goddamn? Where's my translation? Goddamn. Really far here. Yeah. Oh, here it is. So, tree. Now let's put that on combat first. I'll switch it up instead. Correct. Let's go. Now let's see. See this? In case later, then this ammunition fired. This is how it is. Pay attention. So that's tracer laser. I think it's not. No, this mission. There we go. Now it's destroyed. And yeah, it's just how it is. It's easy to understand how it's like this outcome. It's really easy to understand. It's just mostly you don't want to like do this. It's not necessary to do this. It's not necessary. You don't need to do this always. You don't really need to. You can just set this like this. Boom. The only important thing here is auto target. You need to do this. You always need to do this. You need to always think on where should it shoot. Oh, I guess that's it.